Hello and welcome back to Must Play Reviews. Today we're going to talk about some of the best games to play on Xbox, from past generations to the modern. So right off the bat, let's get into some RPGs. When it comes to classic RPGs, it's hard to get much better on an Xbox platform than Fable 2. This game is funny, and it's one of the most iconic RPG franchises. Whether you want to go around and kick chickens, take out hobs, or take on a group of bandits, the choice is yours. In this amazing RPG, you can even become a real estate mogul. If you decide to buy houses, you can charge the citizens as much rent as you want to, or as little as you want. Of course, you also have the incredible morality system, where you can either be a good guy or you can be evil. Now, the only downside to this game is that it doesn't have any of those Series X upgrades, like frame rate boost.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer.
The Witcher 3. It has been remastered and enhanced for the Series X, and you can either choose to play it with ray tracing or 60 FPS, which is the one I recommend because it looks incredible running at 60 frames a second. Stepping into the shoes of Geralt in his third journey is one of the best open world RPGs that has ever been made. Despite that horse that likes to run down mountains on its front legs and run you into every single tree he gets a chance to. Witcher 3 is a journey that is over 100 hours long. It's a massive game with multiple massive sections in it. It's full of content. Every time you take a step into the wilderness, chances are you are going to encounter something that leads you on another mission or a distraction from what you were doing to begin with. Witcher 3 is a masterclass in open world level design, where every side mission feels just as important as the main mission. Now, there are a few other notable RPGs out there. Jade Empire, which was on the original Xbox, and one of BioWare's best. Then you have the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy, all with enhancements for Series X. But then there's one RPG that you might not know about, and that is Infinite Undiscovered, a game from Tri-Ace and an exclusive to the Xbox 360 platform. It is a very unique action RPG, where you play as Capel, a flute player who is thrust into an unexpected adventure because of his uncanny likeness to the leader of the Resistance, Sigmund. This is just one of those RPGs that fans of the genre need to play. There's something special about it. It's captivating and different, and something we need more of today.
Spartan? For real? You better not be.
Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
Where
all
did you
right.
find him?
Napping, out back.
I'll bet. It's good to see you, Chief.
Likewise, ma'am.
Let's get you up to speed.
First-person shooters, the genre that put Xbox on the map. To start off, we have to talk about Halo and the Master Chief Collection. This one speaks for itself. This is one of the best collections of first-person shooters to ever exist in a single package. You get to start off with the Battle of Reach and go straight into Halo 1 through 3. Then you also have ODST and 4. And Halo 1 and 2 feature the remastered anniversary editions from 343, along with the original graphics. Every other game has just been up-res to run at 4K and 60 frames a second, and they are still some of the best looking games out there. Halo 3 and Halo 4 are gorgeous, surpassing the visuals of most modern games.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Then a legend returned, bigger and better than ever before. Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. These two shooters have ruined all other modern first-person shooters for me. They're fast, fun, frantic, and stunning with perfect frame rates. If you ever want a great, challenging first-person shooter where it's all about the action, you need not look any further than these two games.
And now, the dragon sword is gripped firmly in the hands of young ninja Ryu Hayabusa.
Now we have to go back to the original Xbox with this one. And of course, that is none other than Ninja Gaiden Black, the best version of this legendary title. And with the power of the Series X, it has been boosted to 4K resolution, and it is beautiful. In many ways, it looks better than the remake in the Master Collection that they just released. This game is not easy, but it is fun and epic. And it is an action title from the past that holds up today. And when you're talking about action games, how can you have anything else on this list besides Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice? The acclaimed game from From Software is still being talked about by anybody that is a fan of difficult games and action titles, because this game will put you through the paces and challenge you in ways that you did not expect when going into it, as long as your controller can stay in a single piece. As with other titles on the list, with the Series X, it now runs at 60 frames a second. It features a blend of stealth mechanics and high action, and this game is just incredible from start to finish. One of my favorite genres of all time is horror games, and when it comes to those titles, the Dead Space franchise is one of the best. And with Xbox, you can get access to all 4 titles, making it a must-have series on Xbox. You are Isaac Clarke, who sets out on a mission for maintenance aboard the USG Ishimura, and everything takes a turn for the worst, as necromorphs have taken over the ship, which are created from the marker, which has imprinted itself on the people, changing them into the monstrosities aboard the vessel. But the journey doesn't end there. In Dead Space 2 and 3, you have to deal with the Church of Unitology, who is bent on making sure that the markers destroy the world, and it's up to you to stop it. Now, if we go a ways back to the Xbox 360 era, there's a game that a lot of younger horror fans out there have never played. And it's pretty rough looking these days, but when it comes down to it, this is one of the best and scariest games out there. Condemned Criminal Origins. You are an FBI agent investigating a serial killer, and you get all of those unique tools that he has for the job, such as a blacklight, fingerprint scanners, and other devices that help you solve puzzles and find out who is doing the killing. But the game and the world is terrifying. It's dark, gritty, full of a bunch of crazy people constantly trying to kill you. And one of the things that increases the fear factor in this game is the audio. You can be walking through the world and you just hear a can go bouncing down a hallway or rolling down some steps because maybe a rat ran into it. Or maybe it's an enemy hiding behind a corner waiting for you to come around. This game keeps you on your toes the entire time, especially in the mall section that is full of mannequins and people disguised as mannequins. You never know when one of these things is going to jump out and come after you. This game is amazing, and anyone that is a fan of the genre should be playing it. When it comes to racing games, there is no better franchise than Burnout. While Burnout 3 Takedown is the best, sadly it's not available, but the next best thing is Burnout Revenge. And the reason it's next in line for me because I am not the biggest fan of open world racers like Paradise. But of course, if you are a fan of open world racers, it's hard to get much better than the Forza Horizon series. Whether you're playing 3, 4, or 5, you're going to have a great time with any of them. It's just fun driving around the world and exploring and seeing what kind of jumps you can make and seeing how far you can fly across the map. Not to mention, they are very pretty to look at. There is one collection above all else available on Xbox that everyone needs to play, and that of course is Gears of War. What can you say about this legendary franchise? It has been going on since the 360 days and it is still incredibly fun to play. And if you want to have your mind blown graphically, check out Gears of War 2 running in 4K 60 on a Series X. It's mind-blowingly beautiful, surpassing the visuals of most modern games. So join up with Marcus Phoenix and Delta Squad and fight for the citizens of Serra against a devastating Locust horde in this epic franchise, either in co-op or solo. So there you have it, a list of great Xbox games coming from the past and the modern era. Whether you have never owned an Xbox before or you have never played some of these iconic titles, it might be a good time for you to hop in and check them out. And if you enjoyed this video, would you kindly leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.